chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. Taken down at the 42.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play, nerves come into play, and despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We're always talking about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They go play action now. Jackson. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Jackson's going to keep it. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Tucker's kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a give. It's Sayers between the tackles. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give, running left, it's Sayers. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A big hole there that let him handle the point of attack, just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll try and pound it in with Sayers. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Here's Hardman to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes this sack right near the 45-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle, they run with Gale Sayers. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. Here comes 3rd and about a foot as they've got it as we resume action. They'll try to run for it with Sayers. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their 1st sack of the contest.
And the pressure gets to him again. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 50 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, he had success earlier in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
So no gain on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 3rd. Tucker's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave him.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in position to score points with that big-time return.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On 1st down, Mahomes. Short throw to Smith. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Over the middle here, and he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And again, it's Mahomes. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Butker's kick here is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
7 yards there and a first down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Jackson will throw again. Complete. It's Henry. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range down just shy of the 20. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, 1 half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon God.
Okay,
this one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
23 yards, the final tally.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Mahomes now to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Roquan Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start by running the option to the right. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 85 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Mahomes throw complete here to his receiver Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 21-yard.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be caught once again by Brown. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Over the middle, it's caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a give now to Sayers. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He's got Brown on the out route complete. Well, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got Smith here. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And he is going to have the Chiefs 1st down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Nicole Hardman from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw to the defense. They had no answer for that right there.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Jackson going to run again. The quick feet by Jackson. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
And if you're keeping an eye on the box score, that last run puts him over the 100-yard mark for the game. And this defense has just had all sorts of trouble trying to keep him under wraps, both passing and running.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. To throw is Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed, a lack of great penetration as they stepped out and down the line of scrimmage. That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when there's extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be caught by Rice. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On the give, this is Sayers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. 2nd and 6. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Wiggles free. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st down, Mahomes. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run with Sayers. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Now 2nd and 9. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. He's in Pacheco. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we got to go out here, we've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The 71 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Ravens on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll throw on first down to Jackson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Henry up the middle. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 2. Jackson now. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Patrick Ricard taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game. And boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show-you heavy set, bootleg it out. No. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. Mahomes now on first down. Open man right side is Rice. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And Kelce's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up past the 40. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelce. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Mahomes. The out route, he finds Hardman. And Hardman's going to pick up a Chiefs first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll drop this one off to Sayers. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Mahomes. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Mahomes throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Mahomes to throw it. This is caught. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Now 1st and goal. Mahomes will throw.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown. The multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now a toss going left. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So they make decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive. They're last into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.